Maggie is pregnant. When the robot doctor asked who the father was, no one was willing to admit it. She had no choice but to go home, but the staff refused to let a pregnant woman use the teleporter. With no other option, Maggie had to take a traditional plane. After a long flight, she finally arrived in Springfield. Just as Maggie was taking a taxi home, she suddenly felt a sharp pain in her stomach. The driver immediately changed course.
Computer, hospital!
However, the GPS led them to a computer hospital. The driver was at a loss, so he decided to use the old-fashioned method.
Gloves, hospital!
Upon arriving at the hospital, a nurse prepared to administer anesthesia, but the doctor said there was a more effective method. Meanwhile, Bart lived in a social housing complex converted from Springfield Elementary School. Skinner reminded Bart that his rent was 2 weeks overdue. Bart said he was already scraping together the money. He had arranged to sell his healthy kidney to a buyer. Skinner finally left, satisfied. Just as Bart was pulling out a can of ice-cold beer, his sons teleported over.
Mom, don't make us go to Dad's. It smells like dog, but there's no dog. You know, I can hear everything you say during crossfades. What are you doing here? Mom says you have to watch us over the holidays. She says you're our dad and you need to act like it. Christmas with you is gonna suck. You're wrong. This is gonna be your best Christmas ever. Really? I'll just dump him at my mom's.
He took the kids to his parents' house. Upon learning that his ex-wife had remarried, Bart instantly lost all interest in life, so he handed the kids over to Homer. While Homer was out shopping with the kids, they encountered a robber. They quickly hid. However, Apu's 8 children immediately drew their guns and fought the robbers. Homer and the kids hid behind them, stealing drinks from a broken vending machine. They then passed by Burns's mansion. Homer picked up a rock and smashed a window.
Release the hounds.
Meanwhile, Lisa had married Milhouse. In this high-tech age, Milhouse's hay fever still remains incurable. However, their daughter is extremely rebellious. Every time she comes home from school, she becomes obsessed with the internet. Lisa doesn't understand why her daughter is just like Bart.
Don't blame me. When we had her, they used only the best genetic material, which meant none of mine.
To help Milhouse recuperate, Lisa takes her daughter back to her parents' house for Christmas.
Sometimes I wish strangling your kid was still legal.
Not since they passed Homer's Law. Oh, honey, why don't you just relax and bake something?
Ugh, I am trying to deal with my disrespectful daughter, but you are too clueless to understand what that's like.
That night, both Lisa and Bart felt lonely, so Bart invited Lisa to his treehouse to chat. Lisa regretted not marrying Nelson back then. They were still secretly in touch. Bart said his kids thought he was a terrible father. Lisa complained about her daughter, and even about her own mother. Bart comforted her, saying that Marge had let her spread her wings, which was why she'd achieved so much. He truly envied Lisa and wanted to be as successful as she was. After witnessing this, Bart decided to rebuild his relationship with his sons. Lisa also realized she'd been too rude to Marge and planned to apologize to her.
How do I get down?
Our consciousness was a secret for thousands of years. Then one pine tree had to